The night is deep and quiet. Outside the window, a gentle rain falls, its rhythm a soft and steady whisper against the glass. It is the only sound that fills the room, a hushed companion to the silence that lives within these walls. Inside, a woman sits alone, her form bathed in the cool, pale light of a phone screen. Words appear on the screen, forming sentences that carry the weight of things unsaid. She types and pauses, reading and rereading the message as it grows longer. In this late hour, with only the falling rain as a witness, she is finally letting the feelings flow. The message is complete. It sits on the screen, a block of text filled with vulnerability, a history that feels both distant and painfully close. She reads it one last time, absorbing the weight of every word. For a long moment, she does nothing. The screen stays lit, a bright rectangle in the surrounding darkness. She moves her thumb, quiet resolve. It doesn't press send. It drifts to the backspace key. Words begin to disappear one by one. The confession dissolves back into the ether. The blue light fades as she turns the phone off. He doesn't need to know. Some things better left unsaid. Goodbyes known only to the heart that lets go. Morning arrives not with a sudden burst, but as a slow, quiet unfolding. She rises without hurry, movements slow and deliberate. The window pane is cool, beaded with the night's rain. She presses her palm against the glass, feeling the chill. It illuminates a tiny, swirling universe of dust motes dancing in the air. A reminder that even in stillness, life continues, always moving, always changing. She traces the wooden frame of the window with her fingertips, feeling the smooth, cool paint beneath her touch. The air that drifts through the slight opening she has made is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of a world refreshed. Her gaze drifts around the room, taking in the familiar objects that have shared her solitude. Everything changes. Slowly, even pain. The world moves on, and she is a part of it, even in her stillness. She finds herself drawn back to the phone, its dark screen a silent mirror reflecting her face. With a familiar, almost automatic gesture, she navigates to her saved voicemails. Her finger hovers over one message in particular, a relic from a time that feels like another life. "Man," says her name. His voice, thin, distant, spills into the quiet room. It is distorted by the digital compression, a fragile echo of the real thing. It is the voice of a ghost, a phantom whisper from a world that no longer exists. A faint, sad smile touches her lips. It is not a smile of happiness, but of acceptance. But she knows that holding on to these fragments, these digital echoes, only keeps her tethered to a past she needs to release. With a soft tap, the message is gone. The screen refreshes, and the entry for his name, the last digital trace of his voice, vanishes. She lets out a slow, steady breath, feeling a subtle shift within her. Deleting it was not an act of anger or forgetting, but an act of liberation. Lying on the doormat is a single, plain white envelope. Her heart gives a small, tight lurch when she sees the red ink stamped across its surface. She had sent it weeks ago, a final attempt to explain, to connect, to find closure. But she had never imagined this. The conversation simply being returned, unopened, unread. The returned letter is not just rejection, it is release. It frees her from the waiting. But as she unfolds the letter, she is met with a surprise. The pages are blank. Then, she understands. She had sent a blank page as a test, to see if the channel of communication was even open. The blank paper in her hands is not an absence of a message. It is the message itself. Maybe silence is kinder. The unopened, unwritten conversation was the most honest one they could have had. She finds herself in a quiet cafe, tucked away in a corner seat by a large window. Couples walk by, their figures silhouetted against the fading light, their hands intertwined. She watches them without envy, without bitterness. There is only a quiet sense of detachment, as if she is watching a scene from a film. A soft, accepting whisper. The world moves on. I sit and let it. This is not an act of resignation, but one of conscious permission. For now, stillness is her choice. As she idly flips through the pages, something small and glossy slides out from between them. It is a photograph, its colors faded by time. Two faces, younger and unburdened, smile out from the glossy surface. It is him, and it is her. A ghost of a smile touches her own lips as she looks at the photograph. She traces the outline of his smiling face with the tip of her finger, a light, feather-like touch. These memories are no longer sharp-edged shards of pain, but smooth, worn sea glass. Whispering. Some memories rest easier than we do. She is returning the memory to its resting place, letting it sleep peacefully between the pages of a beloved story. It is a private history, a story that now belongs only to her and the pages of the book. She is ready to step back out into the cool night air, not as someone who is broken, but as someone who is slowly, quietly, and gently healing. She takes one final look back. The spaces are no longer hers. They are just rooms waiting for a new story to inhabit them. The end doesn't sound like goodbye. It is not an event marked by drama or intensity. Instead, it is a quiet, deliberate action. There is no slam. There is only a soft, definitive click as the latch finds its place. The click echoes for a moment, then fades, leaving only the quiet hum of the morning and the promise of a new direction. The ocean is a great equalizer, renewing and washing away traces, leaving the shoreline ready for a new day. It's strange how endings sound so much like beginnings. It is the beginning that was waiting on the other side of the end. It is the feeling of a new day, the sound of the sea, and the quiet promise that even after the longest night, the sun will always rise.